Hey there, everyone. Dr. Beth Westy here, and I wanted to pop on and talk about something that is a little off brand for me, but something that impacts a lot of women and something I actually do get a lot of questions on a regular basis from women because women struggle with this issue, bacterial vaginosis. Yes. Now in doing this, I was like, am I gonna get like in trouble on like social media for saying the word like vagina or something? I don't know. But as a women's health expert, this is something that I talk about, right? With a lot of women on the phone. So I figured, you know what? I don't think I've done a video on this. I'm gonna do a video on it just for, educational purposes, all these things. So also that you are not alone. So when we look at things like bacterial vaginosis, essentially what it is that you have an increase of the bad bacteria, right, in your lady parts, and a decrease of the good bacteria. In reality, you have bacteria and things all over your body at all times, right? You have bacteria in your gut, you have everywhere, right? But there should be this nice balance of that bacteria. And when that balance becomes off, then you can have symptoms, issues. There are some women who actually don't have a lot of symptoms with this. Some women do. Discomfort with intercourse, discomfort with exercise sometimes. Um, you can have itching or burning or something, some discharge, whatever it is, where you're like, what is happening? Oh my gosh. And then sometimes it seems like it gets better if you start your period, right? Just because there's this resetting that's happening. And then you might feel okay, like for a little bit after your period ends, and you're like, okay, I'm okay for like a week. And then it starts to come back again. And you're like, whoa, 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 buddy. I thought we were past this. But no, you're coming back around again. What's the deal? What's happening? I didn't invite you. I didn't invite you back, but here you are, right? That's what this is like. And if you have had a case of this, it sometimes seems like it can pop back up again and again, especially if you are being introduced to new people, you know. Um, you have stress, right? Why is stress always the thing? Come on. Stress is the thing because stress actually does this specifically in your gut. And your gut is very closely tied to your lady parts, your reproductive organs, and the health there, right? So keep that in mind. So if you have more stress or have had more stress or have been having just any new things happening in your life, where you're like, what is going on? And then you start experiencing some symptoms here again, and you're like, is this related? Yes, it is. Gut issues, of course, we just talked about this. Again, having gut issues can increase the bad bacteria, right? Then decrease the good bacteria. And then other hormone changes. Again, sometimes when it feels like maybe you're leading up to your period, or if you are ovulating, around the time you're ovulating, you have an increase in cervical mucus, things like that can shift and change. So that can create a different environment as well, right? A different environment, which then can bring on some of the symptoms as well. And again, this is like one of those things where it's like the weakest link in the chain, where all of a sudden you're like, what the heck? This is back again? I was doing so good. Come on. And then you wonder where you went wrong, right? So in looking at this, one of the biggest things to realize is that this is a big indicator that, you know what, things are off in your system. Things are not balanced. And that your system can be struggling with a lot of bacterial issues, again, connected with gut, connected with your cortisol levels and your stress. So how do you know really what it is? Well, obviously you can go to OBGYN, they can do some testing, things like that, tell you what it is. Oftentimes I will see this, or I will talk about this on the phone with women when they say things like, yep, my gut has been off, or I've had these things. And when this flares up, when this other thing flares up, so does my bacterial vaginosis. Yep. Okay. Absolutely. Yeah. So, testing that we do, gut testing, we do a gut microbiome test and then Dutch testing. This can help identify a lot of the other things that are associated with having bacterial vaginosis. So this is not something you have to suffer with again and again and again and wonder if, am I going to get rid of it this time? Is it going to stay away this time? It can, as long as your whole system is stronger. And that's what we work on. So if you are needing help, have any other questions with anything, I'm going to put a link here to work with me more in a one-on-one setting. And again, this is not an easy topic for a lot of women. This is not something that, you want to have to deal with ever, right? but it is something that happens. And again, if you have hormone issues, it can be something that pops up again and again, even if you feel like you're doing all the right things, which is one of the most frustrating things. So I've had a lot of questions on it recently, so I want to do a video on it. Let me know if you do have more questions though. Again, I get questions from women every single day from literally all over the world, because it's stuff like this that we are wondering about our bodies and our systems and just looking for more guidance. Yeah. Other resources I have for you are, I have my book, The Female Fat Solution. This is on Amazon. My book, The Female Menopause Solution, also on Amazon, talking about nutrition for your hormones and your cycle. My podcast is called The Female Health Solution, and then my YouTube channel is called Dr. Beth Westy, where you can subscribe to that to stay updated on all the things I have coming out. So let me know if you need any other help. Let me know if you have any other questions. And again, if you are not comfortable commenting below, totally fine. Feel free to message me on social media, send me an email, whatnot, because I know that this can be a topic that can be a little to talk about. But I promise, I have heard it before. I promise there's a lot of things that you can do to get ahead of this and stay ahead of it. So that's what I got for you guys tonight. Let me know your questions, and I will see you later.